Hi, welcome back to Tone with Harveen. Today we'll be doing a full body toning workout using a set of 5-pound weights. Let's get started laying on the mat. We're going to start off with some crunches. Feet flat on the mat, hands behind your head, elbows are out, squeezing your core to lift those shoulder blades off the mat and back down. We're going to be here for 25, keeping your belly button squeezed into your spine in a way to ensure that you are not doming the abs and elbows out. And let's count down from 23, 2, and 1. Let's get those feet off the mat up into your tabletop position. We're going to go right into our bicycle crunches, opposite elbow to opposite knee, getting that shoulder blade off of the mat. Last one on each side. Coming into center, let's grab one of the weights. We're going to go into our twists. You can decide to keep your feet flat on the mat, or you can lift them up into your V-sit. I'm going to go for the V-sit, holding that weight into your chest and twist. Let's slow it down. Let's make it a little harder. And last one on each side. And let's drop those feet. Let's put that weight to the side, coming into our plank position. We're gonna go for some plank spikes on our elbows. Hands can be together or they can be parallel into our plank position. Belly button hugged in tight, back is straight, squeezing the core, lifting up. And coming back down, we're here for 8. And 1. Coming back into our plank position, we're going to do our hip dips. We're doing 8 on each side. And last one on each side. Dropping onto the knees. Coming onto our palms, we're gonna go into our plank position here. You're gonna squeeze up and you're gonna come forward, opposite knee to opposite elbow and up. Almost like our down dog. We're doing 8 taps on each elbow. And this is going to be our last one on each side. And we're up, coming onto our knees. We are done with abs. We're gonna go into some legs, glutes, and arms. So let's grab both of our weights. We're gonna start off with some lunges and some bicep curls. Let's start with the right foot in front, left foot behind. Both toes are pointing forward. Palms are facing out in front of us. As we go down into our lunge, our elbow or our palms are only going to come up to here, and we're going to go back down. That's for 4. Whenever you're ready. And this is 1. Now when we go down, we're going to go for a full bicep curl. We're going to be there for 4. And 1. Let's switch sides. Left foot is in front, right foot is behind, making sure both your toes are pointing forward. This time we're starting in our 90-degree bend, and as we go down, we're going to come on up for 4. And 1, and now we're going to go for our full bicep curls. And 1. Let's come and face forward. We're going to go into some squats. I prefer my wide leg stance for my squats. My feet are just a bit more than hip width distance apart, and my toes are pointing outwards. As we're going down into our squats, palms are facing the front, and they're going to come up above our head all the way around. We are there for 4. Squeezing the glutes at the top. 2. And 1. Palms can stay up there. And this time when we come on up, we're squeezing, and as we go down, our arms are going to go above our head. Straight from this position. Let's go for 4. And 1. Let's drop one of the weights. We're going to hold on to the single one. Right leg is going to go for our leg lift. The weight is going to stay in our palms and into our chest. We'll be here for 8, focusing on your balance, and take your time. Right leg is going up and back whenever you're ready. Squeezing the glute at the top. And 1. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Left leg is lifting up for 8. And 1. Let's grab both of our weights. Carefully holding it in one hand, you're going to put the weight against your right hip. Holding the weights carefully, making sure that you're putting most of the weight downward so that when you do lift your leg, it's your leg that is feeling that extra weight. Hand on your hip, holding the weight just about a little lower than your hip, and you're going to go for your leg lifts at the side. Not as high as you can, but just to about here, and we'll be there for 8. Make sure your arm's going easy so the weight is on your leg. Two. and 1. Let's switch sides. Holding the weight loosely in your hands so that the weight is on your left thigh this time, and you're lifting for 8. 2 and 1. Let's go back to the beginning to our lunges. We're going to start with the right foot forward, left foot back. We're going to do a little opposite this time. You're going to start with your 90-degree bend and going up for 4 before we do our full 4 bicep curls. Whenever you're ready, let's go down for 4. And 1, 4 full bicep curls. And 1. Switching sides. Starting down, only going halfway for 4. And 1. 4 full. And 1. Let's get into our squat position. Palms are facing forward, reaching up above our head for 4. And 1. Coming into a bend, lifting up. As you go down, arms are going above our head. 4. And 1. Dropping one of the weights, going straight into our leg lifts. I know heart rate's high after the squats, but let's push through. Weight is in our chest. Right leg is lifting up for 8. And 1. Switch legs for 8. And 1. Grabbing both of the weights for our side leg lift. Taking your time, making sure you're grabbing it. Good grip. Don't want to be dropping them. And let's lift for 8. And 1. Switch legs. And we're lifting 4, 8. And 1. Let's put the weights in front of us. Let's sit down. We're going to go into some glute bridges with some chest pushes. So let's grab those weights. Laying on our back, feet are flat on the mat. You're going to curve your back as much as you can that it feels comfortable, bringing the weights to be in alignment with your chest, and you're going to use your chest to push the weights up. They're going straight up, making sure that they're not going inwards or outwards, and back down. We're here for 8. Trying to lift straight up. And 1. Let's put both of the weights onto the front of our hips here, making sure that you feel comfortable with them. Maybe you want to put one on top of the other. Your hands are going to help just with making sure that they don't fall. Your back is no longer arched. Your feet are hip width distance apart. We're going to go into our glute bridges, making sure that your knees are going to stay parallel. They're not caving in or outwards as you go for the glute bridges. One hand is out just beside you. The other hand is holding the weights and making sure they don't fall. We're going to go for 8 glute bridges, and you're going to pulse at the top for 8 and then come back down for 8. Squeezing the glutes as you lift and squeeze at the top. Coming back down. We're not touching the mat. It's just a hover. And let's keep going. Two. This is 1. Stay up there. Squeeze and pulse for 8. And 1. And full 8 glute bridges. And 1, squeezing at the top. Let's come back down, dropping our bum to the mat. Grab those weights, arc that back into our chest push, and we're here for 8. And 1. Let's put those weights back on top of our hips. And we are going to do the same thing as before. It's 8 full glute bridges, 8 pulses, and then 8 full. Whenever you're ready, making sure that your knees are not anything other than parallel. And whenever you're ready, let's go. Two, and 1. Staying at the top, let's pulse for 8. And full. And 1, squeeze at the top. Let's take the weights off. Let's come into our tabletop position now. We'll make sure one weight is at easy access. Coming into our tabletop. Let's grab the weight in our left hand here. You're gonna come on in. You're gonna pull it in for your shoulder pull, and we'll be here for 8. Two, and 1, staying there. Let's go for a tricep kickbacks for 4. And 1. Putting that weight in front of us, we're going to go for 6 push-ups. You can decide to be on your knees or you can be on your toes. Focus is on your chest pushing up rather than focusing on your arms to do the work. I like to have my middle finger just on the edges of the mat to help me figure out how far my palms should be. And whenever you're ready, you're here for 6. And 1. Let's do the same arm or shoulder pull and tricep kickbacks with our right side now. We're going for 8. And 1, staying there, kick back for 4. And 1. Let's put that weight behind our left knee. Coming into our tabletop position. Making sure that your belly button is not dropping. Your back is flat. We're in our donkey kicks. We're here for 8. Two and 1, staying in the same position. You're going into your fire hydrants, going out for 8. And 1. Let's put that weight behind our right knee now, and let's repeat. Donkey kick for 8. And 1. Fire hydrants out for 8. And 1. Let's grab that weight back in our left hand. Let's repeat this set one more time. Shoulder pull for 8. And 1, kick back for 4. And 1, weight out in front of you. 6 push-ups, however you'd like. Let's repeat with the shoulder pull and tricep kickbacks on the right. You're here for 8. And 1, kick back for 4. And 1. Let's put that weight behind our left knee. Donkey kicks for 8. And 1, coming to center and out for your fire hydrants for 8. And 1. We're almost at the end here. Shifting the weight behind the right knee. 8 donkey kicks. and 1. Fire hydrants, 8. 2 and 1. Taking that weight out, let's sit back in our child's pose, knees facing the outer edges of the mat. Taking a seat back. As you inhale, lifting slightly, exhale, deeper into the stretch, feeling it in your lower back and your legs. Let's come on up into our tabletop position, adjusting the knees. We're going into our cat-cow, dropping the belly button, shifting the gaze up. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, curving the belly button into the spine, up as high as you can. Moving with your breath. Let's lower our heart rate as we are in this cool down. Let's curl the toes under. Let's go into a down dog just to stretch our back and our legs. Bending the knees. Shifting the weight from your right side to your left side, even in your palms, so you can feel the stretch in your back. Let's drop down. Come forward. Let's take a seat back. Both feet out in front of us. We're going to go into a forward fold, taking a deep breath in, reaching up. And as you exhale, let's reach for our toes, ankles, or calves. Bend in the knee is fine. Let's go into a twist. Left leg is on the outside of the right leg. Right elbow on the outside of the left leg, and twist. Let's roll out the wrists. And let's switch sides. Rolling the wrist. Let's sit cross-legged, taking a deep breath in, reaching up as high as you can, expanding that spine upwards, and exhale, coming to center, keeping the shoulders back, far from your ears. Let's go for 2 more. And last one. And you're all done for today. Let me know what you thought of today's workout, and I'll see you next time.